and they're about to play their songs for you, and it's going to be kick-ass. They've been working super hard this whole week, writing their song, and like just learning it and like getting it down so they can play it for you, and it's going to be super awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Girls Rock. We provide a safe space for teens, adult girls, as well as trans youth and trans girls, and other girls. Sorry. They come together, inspire one another, and have a voice. We're dedicated to educating and empowering girls through musical exploration, creative expression, and performance, and our goal is to foster growth, self-respect, collaboration, and critical thinking amongst individuals of all backgrounds in a non-competitive learning environment. So that's key, non-competitive learning environment. We're going to talk a little bit about our guidelines at camp, and Angie's going to talk about that right now. I'm Monica George, and I'm one of the co-founders and organizers of Girls Rock.
Said, my name is Angie. I'm one of the co-founders and board members of Girls Rock. So we thought that we would share with all of you some of our Girls Rock camp guidelines. So we're not big on rules because we're rock and roll camp. I mean, but we do have some guidelines that we abide by and we take pretty seriously. So the number one guideline we have for camp is called Step Up, Step Back. So what this means is that if you're someone that typically takes the lead and you just kind of dominate every situation and you tend to talk over other people, that you need to dial it back and learn how to listen and recognize that, yeah, you have something important to say, but so do other people. So you need to figure that out and step back. And on the other end of that, the step up piece, if you're someone who's normally sitting in the corner too shy to say something, or you don't believe that you have something important to say, you need to step it up because you do have something important to say, because everyone has something important to say. So this is an important guideline not just for our campers, but for every human being on Earth. Guidelines is no negative body talk. Yeah! Because everybody is a good body and we take that pretty seriously. We also try to keep the compliments that we give each other based upon character versus body image, because we're all just kind of little shells anyway. That's going to change throughout our life a lot, and what's really important is what we have inside of us. So we try to keep all of our compliments based upon who the person is versus how they look on the outside. Because it's great if we have colored hair and we have tattoos and we look cool, and that's not a bad thing to acknowledge, but that's not what's most important. So, as Monica also said, we focus very heavily on being a non-competitive environment. Music can be a very competitive scene, as you all probably are aware of. And we have campers from all different backgrounds of music experience. We have people that have been playing music since they were 3. We have people who hadn't played an instrument before this week. So it doesn't matter where you're from or what experience you've had, we make a point to make sure that everyone can play an instrument and believe that they're a creative person that has ability. So, woo! Step up, step back, we believe in active listening. So when you're working with a band, everyone's sharing ideas and making themselves vulnerable. It's really important to be an active listener and believing and not only acknowledging what the person is saying, but saying like, hey, yeah, I'm listening to you. Even though I may not be saying anything, I'm listening to you. So these are some of the things that we try to practice as the board in the way that we interact with each other, but then the model that we try to use at the camp, because these are not just useful skills for camp, but useful skills for life. And that's something that camp is about. It's not just about music, it's about fostering a strong community of people that are considerate, thoughtful, aware human beings. So, those are our guidelines. So Kelly Nightingale is going to tell us a little bit more.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I'm a co-founder and a board member for Girls Rock Lawrence. Girls Rock Lawrence! And part of the reason we we are able to function as a rock and roll camp for girls and trans youth is because of the incredible skill talent that is brought together with volunteers. We have guitar, drums, bass, and vocal teachers who are female and trans folk who lend their skills into the teaching of the next generation of rock and roll. It is an amazing thing. Some of our campers have never touched the instrument that they are playing, guitar, drums, or bass, or vocals in their entire lives, and some of them have been doing it since they were 3 years old. So our volunteers who teach those skills help everybody learn how to work together, especially as band mentors. Our other volunteers work with the separate bands who bond together and write a song throughout the week, learn how to work together throughout the week, and learn how to completely perform, record, and present a song as a band throughout the week. And tonight is the culmination of our incredible resources of volunteers and campers to bring you rock and roll from girls and trans youth in Lawrence, Kansas, and the surrounding areas. It is the most amazing thing. This is the voice of the rock and roll. This is the voice of revolution, and we are so proud. Genre to bring new voices to the mainstream and to make us listen to every different part of life. And part of that also our camp also includes workshops that are about anti-oppression, healthy relationships and consent, self-protection, body positivity, t-shirt making, merchandising, hyping yourselves. All these incredible things all come together at Girls Rock and Roll Camp. Girls Rock Lawrence is the revolution. You are the revolution. We love you. This is Heidi Gluck, another amazing organizer for Girls Rock Lawrence.
So along with our 75 plus volunteers, thanks to all of you, we've got amazing sponsors from businesses around town. Less than 6 months ago, I thought we couldn't find a venue for our place. I put out a Facebook post. Anybody know a spot we can hold camp? And Tom Johnson from KJHK sent me a message and said, we're going to hook you up. Tom Johnson and Margaret Hare introduced us to Derek Kwan at the Lead Center. They provided an amazing facility for camp, with all of the amenities that we needed. The campers also recorded at KJHK today and at the public library here in Lawrence. Yeah, so we'll have another CD put out this year of these camper songs. And thanks to Ed Rose and the staff at KJHK for recording those. We've got great merchandise this year. We're really excited about all of the t-shirts back there. Those were largely donated by Blue Collar Press. And the campers t-shirts that they made their own band t-shirts with are from Wonder Fair. Nicholas Stahl provided the design work on these t-shirts. Moving Stars Farm gave us meat for camp. The campers were really happy to have meat this year. Alicia Ruskin from O-Snap Photography has been an amazing supporter. She showed up every day at camp. She took dance photos, took video, made playlists for our dance parties. Thank you so much. O-Snap Photography. Woman of Lawrence Film, they provide ongoing documentary work for us. They helped make our film last year. We can learn more about Girls Rock Lawrence. Mass Street Music provided gear and door prizes. sunglasses for all of the campers and a few volunteers. Thank you so much, Jen. Rudy's Pizza gave us a ton of pizza for Friday. Pizza Friday! Lady Bird, Meg brought us donuts. Other thank yous. I Heart Local Music Family, you've been a supporter. You give us stories, you take pictures, you take videos. Thank you. Premier Martial Arts came to us. They taught the kids about self-defense. You should see the footage. It's just incredible. Premier Martial Arts, thank you. ECM Kitchen donated space for us to cook our meals. Brian is our food crew commander. Thank you, Brian. Okay. I think this is the last one. Liberty Hall.